Aloha and welcome to episode 1, season 2 of my winter long stay on Oahu, November 5th, 2025. My name is Beach Monkey. I'm a photographer, surfer, and traveler. During my stay, I want to show you all the spots I surfed, ate, and the activities I did. So when you come to Oahu, you can plan your own ideal itinerary. And please don't forget to smash those like and subscribe buttons. On this episode, traveling to Oahu, getting my 2 brand new surfboards at Hawaiian South Shore Surf Shop, going to the grocery stores, and my first surf session of season 2. Well, the day finally came and I was off on my new adventure to spend the next 3 months on Oahu. I left Myrtle Beach bright and early in the morning. It was a short flight to Charlotte. I had a 3-hour layover, so I went to the lounge to grab some breakfast and chill out. My next flight was to LAX and we landed 5 hours later. It was a fairly smooth flight, completely uneventful, which is very nice. I went to the lounge at LAX. Unfortunately, this was a smaller lounge and the food wasn't that great. It didn't really matter because I had a first class upgrade, so I knew I was going to eat on the plane no matter what. I love taking off from LAX airport and just seeing the ocean pass underneath you. The first class meal was actually really good. Chicken parm with a salad and an artichoke and olive marinated side dish. My favorite thing is when they give you this little dish of heated mixed nuts. I had 2 of them. Check out this beautiful sunset. About 5.5 hours later, we landed in Honolulu. It was about 8 p.m. at night. I love walking through the airport here. The pretty designs everywhere. The walkways are open air between the 2 terminals. Very pretty. I quickly got my rental car, dropped my stuff off at the Airbnb, and immediately headed over to Foodland. Unfortunately, they don't do the 50% off prepared foods after 9 p.m. anymore, and their poke counter was closed. I almost cried. I did find a container of poke and avocado. I grabbed some seaweed salad and some papaya and some pineapple for breakfast. I woke up the next morning for sunrise. My body's still on East Coast time, unfortunately. It was so beautiful. Look at this view I had while I ate my breakfast. Stunning. For breakfast, I had papaya, pineapples, poke with seaweed salad. This is a true breakfast of champions. After I finished breakfast, I headed over to Hawaiian South Shore Surf Shop to pick up my 2 brand new surfboards. While they were grabbing my boards, I walked around the surf shop. They have a great selection of upscale gear. They have Kelly Slater's brand, John Florence's brand. They also carry a few really nice local clothing brands. They brought my boards out. I got a Harvey Ingleby Diamond Drive 2. It's a 9-foot 6-inch high performance longboard. The second board is more of a traditional log. It's a CJ Nelson Sprout 2.0 10-foot longboard. This board is way easier to learn how to cross up and nose right on. I'm not a traditional longboarder. I learned on a shortboard and I've been shortboarding my whole life. I only use a longboard when I'm here, but this season I'm going to force myself to learn how to cross step and nose ride. The guys at the surf shop put my fins on for me and gave me 2 free t-shirts, which was super cool of them. I loaded my boards into the SUV. Check out how beautiful my new babies look. I dropped my boards off and went to the various grocery stores. My first stop was Costco. Fun fact, I'd actually never been in Costco before. It was a humiliating experience. I almost got crushed by shopping carts a few times. But I got my membership and loaded up a lot of fresh chicken that I can freeze to eat later. Price per pound was only $1 more than I pay at home, so I got a good deal. Then I headed to Walmart to get some various items I needed, and lastly I went back to Foodland to get some more food. My favorite Foodland to go to is the one in Ala Moana. They carry a vegetable section for local farms. I always grab from that section. I grabbed some of these apple bananas. They're not typical Cavendish style bananas. They're smaller and have a more of a tart taste to them. I finally got my Foodland poke. I can't wait to get home and eat it. They also carry a lot of hot food items. I picked up some different styles of baked chicken thighs. Later that day, I went out to do a sunset surf session. Look at the view that's outside my door. Spectacular. They call this area Waikiki Surfboard Alley. They call this area Waikiki Surf Alley. It's where a lot of people store their surfboards. These are little rental lockers you can use. This is where I also store my surfboard. But I love walking down this alley. It's just iconic. A lot of people get selfies down here and take little videos of walking down past the surfboards. All the bright, pretty colors of different surfboards are so nice. I did a sunset surf session at Canoes, which is located right in the middle of Waikiki Beach. The waves are pretty small, 0 to 1 foot, and there are a few people out. Here I am putting my first wax on my brand new board. I usually do like a crisscross pattern first, cross back and forth, and then you basically fill in the little squares. It's a traditional way to kind of like wax your board. I've seen videos of people doing these really beautiful and cool patterns, but I'm not that artistic. I'm pretty simplistic when it comes to that. But there's something about putting like wax on a brand new surfboard is almost spiritual, I guess. You can think of the word. I have a ritual that every time I paddle out, I bang my board 3 times and bow to Mother Ocean just to say hello and let her know I'm thankful for the way she provides. It's a ritual I do like every day, and then of course when I leave, I do the same thing, saying thank you for the amazing oceans. Thank you to God and all the spirits, or whatever, for giving me that amazing day. But let me know in the comments what kind of rituals that you have before you enter the ocean. I'd love to hear about them. This is my very first wave of the second season on my brand new surfboard. I caught this beautiful little right, just a knee-high wave, flew all the way down the line, and then some guy at the very end dropped in and landed right on top of me. I didn't think he's going to drop in because, you look both ways before you drop in, but he didn't. He was super apologetic, and I said, "Hey, look, no worries, it's all good. No one got hurt." I paddled off and later realized he took a big chunk out of my surfboard. My brand new surfboard, my baby. I was pretty upset, but in the long run, I wasn't injured. I'm in a beautiful place. I'm super grateful to be here. He did not do it on purpose, so no worries. It still made me a bit sad. I did continue to surf and catch a bunch of waves. Normally, you paddle in immediately so it doesn't get too waterlogged. At that point, I was like, F it. I did see a beautiful sunset, meet a couple really cool people, and I still had some great waves, so that's all that really matters. I always love looking at the Waikiki skyline at night in the water. It looks like some kind of crazy GTA scene, with the way the lights reflect from the building off the water. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and keep checking back for more videos. Aloha.